It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a Nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
Touchdown! George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
McCaffrey on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. That's going deep for Bateman. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become or slip. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Henry up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Throwing here, Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 25.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here's McCaffrey. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Henry again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they can't bring him down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And some room to work.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Purdy now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he will have a Niners 1st. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
There he goes, right side.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Fields
completes it to Austin.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Back to throw, Fields.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
84 yards.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Fields throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
3rd and 2. On the give, it's Warren.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
he's got a man complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
29 yards.
And the Steelers are once again back in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
and frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields
scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll...
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Here's Fields.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3rd and 9 here. Fields now to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Warren.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Warren.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henry up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
61 yards.
And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now he'll escape to his left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now Fields.
Steps away. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now it's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Warren. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Purdy going to the air right away.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And so that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This 2nd and 4. Now Purdy.
That one complete to his receiver Jennings. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. McCaffrey. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They go play action with Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Mason going to get it on 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy.
It's caught by Jennings. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Back now in Baltimore. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away.
And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson.
It's Flowers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10.
Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Throwing, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
Purdy to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Purdy to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, That can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.